Hello guys, welcome back. So today I have an exciting video. We are going to be testing out the new Wet n Wild Saved by the Bell collection. I think this is so cute, and one of the things I loved about this, like when I took it out of the box yesterday, I got this in the mail, I noticed just like how wearable this collection is. I feel like sometimes when Wet n Wild comes out with like limited edition collections like this, it's really fun to like do some different colors, but it's not like wearable, you know what I mean? It's not something I'm gonna reach for all the time, but a lot of these things in here, like the blush duos, the eyeshadow looks really great, these lip products look amazing, the brushes, they all look so cute, and they look like you could wear them literally every single day. So we're gonna go through each product and try them out, see how they work on my skin. Of course, Wet n Wild is affordable, so that's even better. I will have all the details about this launch down below. I'm not positive on launch dates. They didn't include like a little pamphlet or anything, so I'm not positive, but I'm loving that 90s nostalgia is like coming back. Like it's just been here for 2021 and I love it. That is what we're gonna be testing out today. So if you are excited, then give this video a thumbs up. Let me know who your favorite character is in Saved by the Bell. Or if you don't know what Saved by the Bell is, please let me know in the comments. I want to know if I have any younger followers watching that have no idea what Saved by the Bell is, because what a time, man, what a time. Anyways, before we get into all of that, I hope you guys enjoy it. I do want to say that I have started like an email list. That way you can keep up to date everything's going on when I upload a vlog, sales going on, different things like that. If you just follow me on like a bunch of different platforms, it's just gonna have everything in one. So if you're interested, I'll leave that email sign up below. It's free. I just figured it would be easy, kind of like a weekly notification to keep you updated on what's been going on. But as always, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you do like this video, and we're gonna hop on into it. Very curious if you guys can tell a difference between my camera and my mic. I have two videos I'm filming, so I'm gonna do this one and then I'm gonna film the other part of another video I filmed yesterday. Can you tell the difference in the camera quality and the mic? I really hope so. I invested in a new camera and you might be able to hear construction, so I'm sorry. You can go to my vlog channel if you want to see all that. I love the quality of this. I haven't gotten a new camera body since probably like 2016, 17. I don't know. It's been a long time, so I'm very excited. I don't need another one for quite a few years. The first thing I'm going to do is apply foundation. So in this collection, you have blushes, lip products, brushes, eyeshadow palette, setting spray, and a mascara. Like I said, they all look really nice and wearable. I'm not a big plumping, like lip plumping kind of person. I mean, lip injections is about all I've done, and now I haven't had any injections since, I don't even know, early last year maybe, but I don't really do like lip plumping products like this, so I'm kind of curious how this is gonna feel. But they have little lip plumping kits, which I think is interesting, but I love the matching like lip liner, lip product. I'm curious if it's gonna like tingle or burn, but these are so, like the packaging, I just love it. I love it. For foundation, we're gonna use the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. I'm just gonna apply this all over. And then before that, I am gonna apply the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I've been really enjoying this too. I think you guys saw this in my last video. I'm pretty sure I featured it. It does have a weird texture. Don't mind my self-tan mess up on my hand. It's like, I spilled some face serum on my hand and it is just like going to town. So the primer definitely has a weird texture, but once it sets into the skin, like you can't even tell it's there. It is a silicone-free primer, which I think is great, and it's affordable. It hasn't broke me out or anything like that, so that's always a good sign. I'm gonna apply this foundation now, and then we'll apply some concealer. That way we're evening out everything. And I'm gonna apply bronzer too, and then we'll use the blush that they sent. But I'm not gonna apply any cream blush, so as most of you know, I've been really enjoying applying, I hate talking, and dragging foundation down my neck because I always like sound like this. But as most of you know, I've been loving cream blushes and bronzers. That's probably gonna be my next video. I have it all right here, it's what I'm filming next, but I think timeline, this is gonna go up first. But I love applying cream bronzer and then blush, using a translucent powder, and then just topping over that. But I'm not gonna do cream blush today, I'll just do cream bronzer. But I love this CoverGirl foundation. It is so nice. If you've never tried it, I love it. I've raved about it before here on my channel, but it's so nice. It's so good. I have to know, this is a big debate on Instagram that I've seen. Do you apply your makeup first and then do your hair, or do you do your hair first and then do your makeup? So if I'm washing my hair, normally I'm not doing makeup at the same day, but I always do my hair first and then my makeup. But if my hair is like this and I just have to touch up, I'll do my makeup first and then my hair. I couldn't imagine doing my makeup and having wet hair, having to blow dry, and then being sweaty, and that just bothers me, you know? Let me know how you do it. I'm gonna take the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Concealer. I love this. And I'm just gonna apply this underneath my eyes to brighten me up a bit. And before I blend that out, I'm gonna let this kind of sit for a second. I will apply a cream bronzer. Yeah, we'll use Fenty Beauty Honey Glaze. This is a great cream bronzer. It's so freaking pretty. Applying some of my Peach Perfect. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of powder bronzer and just touch up those areas really quickly. I'm using this Buxom Staycation Vibes in Backyard Bronze. This is a really pretty bronzer. Kind of has like that bronzer contour feel. You know how some are either too warm or too cool? This one's like right in the middle, so you could kind of use it for both. Okay, now we're gonna dive into the blush palettes. One of them did break and I'm so sad, but it's okay. This one looks like it has a highlight in it, so maybe we'll use this one as a highlight too. These are all limited edition, by the way. Nerd Alert, which is really, really pretty. This one is It's Alright. Very pink. And then you have Relationship Goals, which has like a nice peachy color, and then this highlight right here. So I think I want to go in with Nerd Alert, and I'm going to use the brushes that they have. So they have this little I did not even realize this. It's like an old phone. That is so cute. This is the Zack Attack Live Performing at the Max brush set. And they do have a kabuki brush in here, which looks amazing. So I'm gonna take this little blush brush, it looks like, and I wanna kind of dabble into both because both of these colors look so pretty. They seem really nice and pigmented. I like the size of this brush. Like, I like that it fits right on my cheekbone. I do think they're pretty. I like a nice little flush. I feel like a lot of the time with Wet n Wild, they don't really come out with something that's gonna be super blinding, which I wish they would. I mean, they've had good highlighters like in the past, and like they have good blushes too, but sometimes they're hits and misses, you know? But I think this blush is decent. It's not terrible, but is it my favorite Wet n Wild blush I've ever tried? Probably not. So this one is Relationship Goals. This is the one that has the broken side on mine, but it has that like really pretty highlight shade right here. So I'm gonna use this to highlight my cheeks, and I want to use this little brush. Let's see, I'm gonna swatch it first. So there's a swatch of it. It seems a bit chalky, which I kind of feel like that was the issue with this blush right here too. It just seems a little bit chalky. I do think it is pretty. Adds a nice little glow, but it's just so dry. But it is really pretty. Like, the highlight is definitely the best one out of the bunch so far, like blush highlight wise. I'm gonna take out this little kabuki brush. This is the Home of the Tigers kabuki brush. This is cute. It's just a nice little kabuki brush you could easily run over your face. Now we're gonna dive into the eyeshadow palette. This is the Saved by the Bell Squad Goals shadow palette. So I just tried this e.l.f. Eyeshadow palette. This is a collab with Tiana Major, and this was so beautiful, you guys. Very pigmented, totally worth the money. Very cute collection. I'm hoping these are just as pigmented as those because that eyeshadow palette really impressed me. This is what they look like. You have some neutral shades down here, and then you have some fun pops of color. So I'm just gonna dive in and see what I can come up with, to be honest with you. Ooh, that looks pigmented. I'm taking their little brush from their palette. Seems decent so far. So I'm just gonna go ahead, speed up this. We're gonna have some music over it, fast forward it, and that way you can just see me apply everything, and then I'll come back and let you guys know what I think. So I'm back. If I'm being honest, I'm not loving my makeup right now. I'm feeling like just very dry, parched, and I need a lip. But I did use this palette on my eyes, and then I added some false lashes because I did try the mascara and I don't love it. Like, it just did nothing. So I would not recommend mascara. I don't think it does anything. You know, I don't know Wet n Wild's timeline on some of this stuff, like when brands do collections like this, what their timeline is, but it kind of feels like sometimes they rush into things and they just like package something up and sell it just to promote whatever it is. That's what this mascara feels like. Okay, that's just what it feels like to me. This eyeshadow palette, the shimmers in here were nice. I do have the green shimmer on my eyes now. I did like the mattes for the most part. I did use their brushes, so I don't know if I didn't really love the blendability of the mattes. They were very pigmented. I'll kind of show you a few shades here. So they are really pigmented. Like, how pretty are those? So maybe it's just the brush. So next time I will use my own brushes and try something else out, but the shimmers are really pretty if you apply them with your fingers. I did really like the green. That's what I have on now. Not the biggest fan of maybe the brushes. I mean, they work though, like, don't get me wrong. I think they're cute. Maybe for different eyeshadows that are a little bit more forgiving, I would like them a bit more, but I need to try it out just a little bit more with my makeup brushes and see. But we do have 2 more products to try. So I have this Wanna Wrestle setting spray, and then of course we have the plumping lipsticks, I guess. Let's see. These are, it's a plumping lip gloss and a lip liner. But this is what they look like. They're actually really, really pretty. I think I'm going to use this one here in the middle just because it's like a more neutral color, kind of warm tone. What is this? Oh, there's a little bag in here. Maybe I'll save this for my little one and she could have like a tiny little 90s inspired tote and not know what the heck it's about, but I'll put it in her stuff and let her play with that. We're gonna open this up and try out the lip liner and the gloss. I'm a big fan of using like a lip liner and a gloss. I love the packaging on this as well, again with the yellow kind of squiggly lines. This one's in the shade Jessie. Just gonna line my lips with the lip liner. It's not super creamy. I mean, if I'm being honest, it just feels like a standard pencil lip liner. Like, it's not very creamy. It's kind of a little bit hard. Let's see the pigmentation of the gloss. It looks like it has a lot of pigmentation. Ooh, what is this scent? It smells like some sort of bubblegum. Oh yeah, it's plumping. Ooh, but it's pretty. I like that color, and it does have a shimmer, I feel like. Again, I'm not a big fan of like plumping lip glosses or things like that. I just don't like the feeling of plumping, but it's just like a minty sensation, and it definitely, I just got a little bit in my mouth. Definitely has like a minty gum scent, but there's something specific about it and I cannot put my finger on what it is. I don't know what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna use this setting spray. This is the last thing in the collection. Seems like a decent mist so far. So this says, want that just applied makeup look that can withstand any grappling match. This lightweight setting spray locks makeup in place so it stays vibrant and helps reduce shine for a smoother looking skin that lasts. So we're going to pull back our hair and spray our face and see what this feels like. That honestly feels so good, and it has a scent. I don't know how to describe it, but there's like a distinct scent. Oh no, let's hope that dries. I feel like the mist was really good, like the bottle's really good, but I'm not seeing anything crazy. If anything, I feel like I look a little bit more dewy. I am gonna take this lip product off because I do not like the feeling or the taste of it. But let me show you a really good affordable lip combo that I did the other day that a lot of you guys really liked. So I just lined my lip with a lip liner. I'm just gonna use what I have now. Then I took this L'Oreal 720, and then I take this Revlon Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish. Really good lip combo that lasts a really long time. Okay, so kind of like I mentioned earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of my makeup today. I'm just not loving it. I think the highlight is definitely gone, but that's probably because I've kind of touched up my face as I've gone on. These are plumping lip glosses. They do have that minty tingling feeling. Like, it's nothing like painful or anything like that, not like the Buxom ones where they're like super intense. I do believe these all have a shimmer to them. The pencil is a little bit more dry. You could also get a NYX lip liner that is super creamy, or a Revlon lip liner that is very creamy too. So just keep that in mind. Again, I think you're really buying the nostalgia aspect of all of this stuff. I don't know if these are like necessarily new products for them. I do think the packaging and everything about it is super cute. I was very excited to try out this collection and just see it in the mail. I thought it was adorable. I kind of feel like giving the generation that watch this, you kind of have to base the products on more maybe mature skin, products that are going to flatter it, and products that more mature women or men are going to want to wear, not like shimmer lip glosses. Does that make sense? I think if these were like a cream based lip gloss that was not plumping, I think it would be so pretty because the color payoff is really great. I think the colors are beautiful, but maybe if they were something that was for me who's almost 30, like I don't really go around with a shimmer lip gloss, you know what I'm saying? But I do love a creamy glossy lip that's not going to sink into my lines. I don't really care about plumping glosses. You know, I couldn't tell you if this like really makes a difference, but you see what I'm going at? I feel like a lot of brands probably just go towards this is what was hot back then and this is what we're giving you. Like shimmery lip glosses were obviously like a hot thing, but I don't know, I just kind of feel like if it just didn't have the shimmer, and if it just didn't have the minty kind of plumping aspect, this would be a great everyday gloss. But these are limited edition collections, and I'm not the one creating them. But the colors are really nice. I do like them. I feel like I'm justifying some products, but I'm just gonna give my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And then again, for the blush duos, I love the blush duos. I think they're so cute. The colors are really pretty, but again, they're kind of chalky. I think if you have even the slightest of dry skin, this is just gonna look very chalky and not flattering on you. I don't find it flattering on me. And if you have dry skin, I'm sure you wouldn't find it flattering either. I think the highlight is pretty, but again, it has that same texture, and texture is huge, especially when you start getting older. You know, you want something that is gonna be a smooth, creamy kind of texture that's really gonna melt into the skin, that's gonna look beautiful and lay beautiful on top of everything else that you have going on. You don't want it to be chalky because then it just like, it shows like your facial hairs, and we all have it too, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna have a little bit of hair on your face and it just accentuates that and accentuates lines and the dryness, and you just want to avoid that. But I do love the idea. I love the idea behind the whole thing Wet n Wild, I really do, but I just need the formula. I need the formula to match. If I had to pick one thing that I liked the most from this collection, it was definitely this eyeshadow palette because I think the pigmentation is there. Maybe the fact that I used these brushes that came in the collection, I didn't feel like the mattes blended as well as they probably could, so I'm going to continue to use it because I do like the colors in this. I like the pops of blue, I love the greens, I love the coppers of course, and the neutral shades. I'll never use this color, but every other color in here I think it's really pretty, and so far it has great pigmentation. So I am still going to keep this and use it. It kind of gives me the same effect as this, but with this palette, when I used this, it was again great pigmentation, but I used my own brushes and I had no problem whatsoever. I do highly suggest skipping the mascara in this one. It just does nothing, so I would just go ahead and skip that. There's nothing good about it. Like, why even waste the money on it for the packaging? You know, I would just skip it. The brushes, I think the Kabuki brushes are good. I'm definitely going to keep this because I do like having extra brushes like this, but as someone who has a lot of brushes, I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy it. But I like that it was sent to me, so thank you. Oh, and then the setting spray, I mean, I just don't love it. I of course had to go in with powder and just make myself kind of look a little bit more mattified. I think the packaging is really cute. I'm not a setting spray connoisseur, so maybe if you are, you would like this, but it's just, the spray is nice, but you know, it's just nothing I would go out and intentionally buy. I feel like this video went from like super excited to super downer very quickly, but I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes with things like this, I love the ideas that brands have behind it, but I do feel like it would be cool to put a twist on these things to make them more appropriate for more mature skin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the smoothest skin. I don't want to use a chalky blush. Then you also have to think about the fact that they're trying to do this for a bunch of different people, you know what I mean? So it's just a nostalgia thing, which I totally get. But when it comes to spending your own money on something, just keep in mind some of the cons of these products. I want practical makeup. If I'm gonna buy it, I want it to be practical. So that's just my opinion. I will say I did think these were like cream lip products when I was first looking at them, but I will still use the lip liners. I'm probably gonna take all these lip liners out and use them, even though they are more on the dry side. I like the colors, so I'll probably be pulling those out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you appreciate my honest opinion about things. I'd be so curious to know what you guys think about this collection. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!